Hey guys, so I sped up the video. This is a tour of our campground. I said I was going to throw one up. This is a Little Mexico campground. It's where we keep our camper and where we come up to. And this campground is about maybe 45 minutes from AOAA and about an hour from Roush Creek. There are two rows of RVs on the right, and what I want to point out here is that these are pull-throughs, and then the ones that are past it are the creek sites. The left side here is this giant field. When you get to a certain point, I don't know where the point is, maybe it's like right past where this Ram truck is on the left. Those are the full hookup ones that you can get. I think the ones that are across the grass over there are the full hookups. So basically the ones that go around this field are the ones that have the full hookups. And then the creekside ones, there's like 8 or 9 of them that are like one row over to our right. Those are going to be full hookup ones also. And that's for like the daily, weekly type use. And then like that first small group of them were seasonals, and now I think we're back into seasonals. And for the most part, if you see an RV, it's probably seasonal, but there are these huge pockets of campsites. But the other ones, other than the ones that are around that field, are not full hookups. They're just like electrical and water. Which, I mean, that's fine if you're just here for like, a weekend or something like that. But if you want the full hookups, you need to be back in that other area. So now we're back on the outer row. So you can see if you look between the trailers, like I think there was a good spot back there, you can see the creek. So all the way around this entire side is the creek, and our camper's coming up on the left. There'll be an arrow that points it out. And I already did a video that kind of shows our campsite, and we're on a corner. So anyway, there's a creek that goes around a good part of this campground. And then there's a forest that goes around the other side. So really, there's only like one little spot where there's a road, and that's like right at the office, and there's like a gate there. So for the most part, I mean, people let their kids run around, kind of like it's like the 80s or the 70s or whatever. And everybody knows each other. Like that camper there has been there 11 years. There's another one that's been there for 17 years, and they look pretty clean looking. I mean, it's an older camper, but still, I mean, my point is everybody like kind of knows each other. And if your kids are out with some other kids, like everybody knows whose kids are whose, and they run around, they have fun just like they're supposed to. You'll see like there's some construction, like this right in front of us on the right. There's some construction, and you'll see some other construction. They're upgrading the power, and they're upgrading like a bunch of different things in the campground right now. So normally they don't have the construction going on, but they are like doing upgrades. These buildings on the left are restrooms. The site in front of us, these are kind of like premium sites. A lot of times people want to rent those out because they're right next to these cabins. And so some of the friends will get cabins, and then some of the people will tent camp. There was a pavilion that you saw maybe 30 seconds ago. It's on the left a ways. It's a circular pavilion. Everybody will rent out like all the campsites around the pavilion, and then I think they get the pavilion for free. I could be wrong on that. And it's just like a cool experience to be able to, have everybody kind of join together and have like a kind of a super group site. All those RVs that you saw on our right now, those were part of a show. They're not normally there. Normally that's just grass. So we're back up to where you can rent the sites. These on the right, and then the ones that were adjoining this field on our right. Those are all the ones that would be like either full hookups. Yeah, they would probably be full hookups. And like I said, I mean, if you see a spot in here, like right on our left here, where there's grass and a picnic table sitting there, that will be something that you can rent weekly, and usually it has like water and electricity, but it doesn't have the sewer hookup. And there's a lot of those also that's more like for tent camping, but you can put RVs in them if you want. And I am going only 5 miles per hour, but like I said, I sped up the video a little bit so it wouldn't be quite so long, because it's just a kind of real quick brief overview of what our campground looks like, because people are kind of curious beyond the trailer itself, like what does it look like around it. And it's like an old school campground, so our area is nice because it's on a corner and there's a green space near it, and we're right near the creek. We're not on the creek, but we're near it. Like literally the creek is like right past all these campers on the right, and our RV will be coming up on the left. So please like and subscribe.